Welcome to From Our Perspective. Today, I'm joined by personal injury partner John Topolewski. We'll discuss a milestone reached in an ongoing personal injury case involving a homeowner sickened by an improperly installed water softener and reverse osmosis system. John, thank you for joining me today. Tell me more about the recent achievement in this case and what it means for your client and their community.
Sure. So we brought what's called a Consumer Protection Act claim in this case. The Colorado Consumer Protection Act was developed as a way for consumers to bring an action against companies who commit what's called a deceptive trade practice. So a company that's doing something that is deceptive to consumers. In our case, what was involved was the contractor failed to disclose that they were unlicensed and they didn't obtain necessary permits. So most defendants, when these claims are filed, they file a motion for summary judgment to dismiss these claims. And they did so in our case. The court agreed with us and said, yeah, you have presented a viable claim here that this company was deceptive. And also a significant part of this case is that it impacted the public at large.
And I understand the CCPA claims are tough to obtain, but you got an engineer involved and his findings helped sway the court in your favor. What were his findings on the possible public impact?
So the engineer brought an element to the case, establishing the grander public impact that these improper installations can cause. So the normal home water system is you have a supply line that goes into your home and it's a one-way street. However, there can be negative pressure water events that occur where sometimes the water from your home is sucked back out into the main water supply. So what he was able to provide is testimony saying that this impact to this one home may have effects on the entire community of homes and could lead to the contamination of other homes.
What are some of the health symptoms that our client experienced due to the improper installation?
The health issues that our clients have suffered from this, and this particular client, are primarily gastrointestinal issues. When you're drinking contaminated water, that's where the water is hitting first. So you may have nausea, diarrhea, just general cramping. Another thing that happens to folks is because you're showering in the same water, you could have skin irritation. You can also have respiratory issues because when you're showering, that water becomes aerosolized and you're inhaling the bacteria that's within there. So there's a number of different issues that they've had. Unfortunately, a lot of times these issues mirror other types of sicknesses or illnesses you may have. So connecting the dots between these things is not always easy.
And this isn't the only client you have who has suffered an illness from the improper installation. How widespread is this issue?
The issue is probably more widespread than we're aware of. This company has not been forthright with how many installations they've done. We talked to a former employee who said that approximately 70 of these systems were being installed per month every year since 2014. So doing the math on that, I mean, you're talking thousands and thousands and thousands of systems that have potentially been installed incorrectly or improperly. The company has only disclosed that they've installed about 1,800 of them, which is still a significant number, but far less than what their former employee disclosed to us. So we've helped a number of people, but nowhere near the thousands that may be impacted.
And is this company still operating here in Colorado?
Yeah, the company is still operating. They've attempted to shift their identity a bit in their name, but they're still continuing to install these water systems in people's homes.
And what are some of the signs that this system was not installed correctly in someone's home?
So some of the things that our clients have experienced is a foul smell when turning on a faucet. From clothes after doing laundry. Sometimes people have noticed a buildup in a toilet bowl. That is sometimes the bacteria that is coming up, and then also the health issues.
Mm-hmm. And so this case that we're discussing will go to a jury trial. What are the damages that you'll be seeking?
My client has suffered not only injuries, but obviously this has contaminated all of their home's water systems. So we need to pay to have every pipe that has touched this contaminated water removed, every bathroom fixture removed, every refrigerator, every faucet. Anything where this water has touched needs to be taken out because bacteria will find a way to survive within these systems. So we're seeking compensation for that, for the medical bills that were incurred, the way that this has impacted the client's life. I mean, she went from a life of general well-being from a gastrointestinal standpoint to having significant issues that affect her daily and constantly with no hope in sight. So there's significant damages there. From the CCPA claim perspective, that we were able to successfully defeat the defendant's motion, that comes with it treble damages, so potential for 3 times the amount of damages as a penalty, plus payment of our client's attorney fees and costs. Alternatively, we've also filed a motion for what we call punitive damages as well. Most damages in these cases are what we call compensatory. If somebody does something wrong to you, they need to pay to fix what they've done wrong to you. Punitive or exemplary damages seek to punish them for their conduct in the hope that it dissuades them from acting this way in the future.
And if someone is watching and they think there could be a link between their illness and an improperly installed system, what advice would you have?
The advice I would have is you can contact our office. We can certainly help you diagnose the issue. But short of that, they should be pulling a permit for these installations. So you can check online with most counties to see if a permit was pulled. If there wasn't a permit, that might be your first sign that something's not right. You can ask for the state to come out and look at the system to tell you if it's been installed correctly or not. And then maybe consider having a different company come out and look at the installation and tell you what they think.
Mm-hmm. Great advice, John. Thank you for sharing your perspective.
Sure.
If you bought a water softener and reverse osmosis system for your home and it was installed improperly, you have legal options. Reach out to us for a case assessment on our website or give us a call.